Happy birthday, Gemini, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Mediumship and Numerology channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so what I'd like to do for you, Gemini, is to just do a quick seance session or mediumship interview, whatever you would like to call it. And I'm gonna summons or just see if I can tune into a deceased male, okay, who would like to share a message to you, all right? Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading simply will not resonate for each and every one of you. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the valuable information that you're seeking, okay? So, in doing this reading, I'm going to utilize my dominoes here to first get a sense of the spirit's attributes. And then I'm going to use my Petite Lenormand cards here just to pull out two cards just to get a sense of the spirit's possible occupation as well as whatever it is that he would like to share. Okay, I've also jotted down a few questions that I'd like to ask him, of course, to help you, Gemini, identify who the person um, to whom I'm speaking, okay? Or getting the messages, all right? So, with that said, what I'm going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, is just to go on and just say a quick prayer in order to get in tune to spirit, okay? Get more in tune here, all right? So, let's get started. So, dear God, dear Holy Spirit, dear Archangel Michael, dear Mother and Father, and all of my angels, I ask that you watch over this experience, making certain that only the messages of God will come through. Please protect my loved ones as well as this male that I'm about to call forth from malevolent energies. Please help me release my ego fears so that I can clearly see, clearly hear, clearly feel, and know the messages that are about to be imparted to us. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to go on and just look through my Lenormand deck here just to pull out two cards here. The cards and our relevant card that I'm looking for in here is the man card. Okay, so I'm gonna just pull the card out that's around the man card here. So let's go on and just see if we can find it right now. All right. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this reading, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to press that subscription button, okay? So we have it here. We have, excuse me, we have the pathway, and we have the man, and we have the horseman here, okay? So again, prior to actually examining those cards, giving you more specifics here, I'm going to start off by just selecting, ladies and gentlemen, 3 tiles from my dominoes here to get us started with just knowing or just understanding this person or this spirit's attributes or some of his attributes, okay? So let's go on and just take these out here, and I'm going to go on and just randomly select 3 tiles, okay? And then I'm going to give you the message that the spirit wants you to know, okay? So we're going to select This towel, second towel, and wow, the third towel here. All right, so let's see what it is. First, gain some insights into the spirit attributes or personality here. So let's look at the first tile here. We have one. So it seems to suggest that this spirit was a leader in his own right, ladies and gentlemen. But he did at times become very impatient. I'm getting. He was a person who explored things. Very, very adventurous, I'm seeing here. And then you have six. It shows that he was very good looking, ladies and gentlemen, and very refined, a very sociable, very, very talkative type person, okay? Let's look at your next tile here that we have here. We've already indicated what the one here means. So we have four, okay? He was very intuitive, interested in things that really couldn't reasonably be explained by logic, okay? Let's look at the third tile here. We have a three and a five. So this person also was rather materialistic, ladies and gentlemen. Loved to travel. Very, very sexual, I'm getting. This person really loved to read and do research and just was a complete chatterbox, if you will. Okay? So let's see if I add up all of these numbers to see if we can get a number that's different from what we already have here. We have 8, right? We have 9. We have 10. We have 16. And we have 20. So we have 2 plus 0 equals 2. So we do have another number. He was also very emotive, emotional type person. Very, very, very sensitive. And he certainly liked the finer things that you would often find in places where when people really love their homes here. You know, he loved the finer things in life here that I'm getting here. That he's sending a strong signal, indicating to me that. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna go on and just to get further information into about this gentleman's passing, as well as share with you whatever messages that he'd like you to know here. Okay. So I'm also getting a strong sense that he could have either been an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, or he had those elements in his chart. Okay? And I'm getting a strong indication that while living, this man was very duplicitous, I'm kind of getting. Independent, he's further stressing that. Yet he seemed to have been at a crossroad. But I'm also feeling too that, just further emphasizing the wanderer, or the adventurous. He seems to have been. He was very adventurous. I'm getting. Constantly on the go. Unfortunately, I mean, even ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing that he was. It looks like he was bisexual. I'm kind of getting a person. It seemed like that he was kind of going through a midlife crisis. He's telling me he potentially may have worked in transportation, or seeing either a truck or a bus driver, or might have been an arbitrator, or just simply worked several jobs, or he could have worked in an office setting like a post office or something of that nature. I'm kind of like a courier of some sort. I feel he was very athletic here. I'm seeing slim build in terms of features. It looks like his hair was multicolored. I'm kind of getting. Okay. But a very athletic type frame here, I'm seeing. He's given me a strong indication, ladies and gentlemen, that he suffered from various addictions, I'm getting, to include but not limited to eating, a bit too much drugs, alcohol, all types of addictive type things I'm seeing here. And he was constantly involved being, and have being this having been this addictive type person here, it led him into getting involved in a lot with a lot of toxic people. He's telling me I'm seeing a lot of toxic romantic situation. Either he abusing the person with whom he romance, or this could potentially have been vice versa, or this is something that could have been happening to him. Okay, so can you tell me a bit more about yourself here? Okay, he's telling me that he's mid-age. I'm getting he's somewhere in his he was 35 or older, or in his 30s. Okay, he was very mature. I'm feeling more so that it was more. It seems like a mid-age type thing. He could have been even older than that, but I'm feeling over 30. Okay, very artistic, creative. He was also very jealous, but he easily made friends, ladies and gentlemen. He was always the life of a party. He's telling me that he was very business oriented, very ambitious, very popular. Certainly, he's stressing that he certainly loved sex. And he was down to earth, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very um, nurturing, and always wanted to just reach out and just help people. I'm feeling that he's sharing with me. So, how did you die? Um, wow. He's showing me blunt force trauma, ladies and gentlemen, or just died quickly. I'm seeing something connected with head trauma, or the head area. Even possibly he may have had even a mental type disorder. All right. So, Spirit, how do you make your presence known? Since Spirit tend to visit in a variety of ways. Wow, he's very hurt, ladies and gentlemen. He's showing me that he doesn't really want to move on. He's sad. And he's saying that he's afraid and sad that his life, because his life ended so soon, he's saying, and he had to leave loved ones behind. And he's refusing to leave. He's just shaking his head here. Okay? So, what urgent message would you like me to share, um, or would you like Gemini to know in particular? Gemini, he certainly wants to let you know that he's aware of your birthday coming up, or a celebration that's about to happen. He says he certainly plans to attend despite, how he's feeling. And I explained to him intuitively, ladies and gentlemen, that of course, when your life is kind of taken sooner than what you think, because again, it seems it was sudden, I'm getting for him. He didn't really at the time know that he was dead, okay? But he is showing me that while a lot of his personality was very welcoming and everyone really liked him, he's kind of giving me because he really loved the party. But whatever commemorative occasion or event, party or celebration that you're going to be having, this spirit plans to attend here. So watch for different signs, Gemini, to kind of let you know that he's around. So, Spirit, how can Gemini resolve the message that you just basically just indicated in terms of the fact that you're going to be around for like commemorative type events here? This spirit is telling you, Gemini, or asking you to just be a bit more patient with yourself, and he's saying success is inevitable for you, Gemini. This spirit might be, even for some of you, a lost love, because I'm getting the impression that, just to further, he's giving me more information that he really doesn't want to cross over into either a lover or his family member, kind of meet him at the cross line, if at the crossroad, if you will. Okay. So how can Gemini spirit build uh, the relationship with you a bit better here? He's strongly saying, Gemini, that you need to make adjustments. Okay, he wants you to keep persevering trying trying hard, and he wants you to continue to be courageous and ambitious because he's showing me that victory is yours, and this is coming up in a lot of your Gemini readings here. So Spirit wants you to know too that you are on the right track, Gemini. Spirit, is there anything else you'd like to share before I take out my other oracle deck here, my more mediumship oracle deck, to help to use you as a guide to kind of point me in the right direction of what you would like to share with your family or with Geminis here? Okay. He's certainly showing me, giving me a strong indication that it looks like a woman set him up in some way, I'm getting, because he's saying that he feels as if it seems like he feels as if he was stabbed in the back, you know, in some way. And again, ladies and gentlemen, he is finding it very difficult to forgive. Okay, and perhaps this woman or female might be still alive here. Okay, and he's saying that because he's having problems forgiving, he's been really attending a lot of churches and synagogues and other religious type institutions to kind of help him in this grieving process. And at this point, unfortunately, he is uncertain certain about his next step, but he's contemplating whatever it is that he needs to do. He's just saying that he just feels a sense that he's hit rock bottom, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this reading or if it resonates, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. So what I'm going to do, Gemini, now, before just giving you the final messages that this spirit would like to share with you, I'm going to pull 20 letters here to kind of give you some indication of whom this spirit might be, okay? So spirit, I ask that you guide my hands to the correct 20 letters to help Gemini recognize who you are, okay? Try to, okay, let's see, Gemini. This bag contains 200 letters, so I'm only going to select 20 here, all right? And I ask you, Spirit, to guide me to the correct letters so that Gemini could know the name of this spirit that's coming through in this reading, okay? Let's see here. Pull out a few and see what we have. Okay, let me call them out to you. Okay, Gemini, we have an I, an R, a J, an E, a Y, an A, an N, an E. We have another A. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Gemini, we leave 11 more letters here. Spirit guide me to the correct 11 letters. Now, these letters could spell out a nickname or a middle name or whatever it is that you might recognize the spirit, whatever name that while living the spirit used, okay? So 11 more letters, 2, 4, 6. Get 5 more here. All right, so we have the relevant numbers here. So let me call the remaining letters. We have a D, a G, an R, an A, an S, an N, we have an O, an E, D, E, and last but not least, Gemini, we have another E here. So let me call these back to you to ensure that you have these letters here. Let's see. Okay, we have 3 A's. Gemini, there are 5 E's. We have a Y, a J, 2 D's, okay, 2 R's, an I, 2 N's, an O-G, and a S. All right. So in conclusion today, Gemini, I'm going to share with you 5 closing messages here. Messages that the Spirit would like to share just solely to you here. So Spirit, give me 5 more final messages that you'd like for me to share with Gemini. Okay, messages that you've been wanting to, or just been simply trying to get to. Wow, so it seems like we already have a few messages that I've already bounced off. Let's see here. Let's go with it. Because that was a very, very hard pull here. All right, so the first message, Gemini, tears cleanse the soul here. This spirit certainly wants you to go on and just grieve, and then you move on, ladies and gentlemen. You don't let grief, you don't let this hold you back here. This is what the spirit is saying here. The spirit is saying here that if he had only known then what he knows now, he would have lived differently. Okay? And this might have something to do with um, the toxic romantic situations in which he was involved, as well as the excessive drug or alcohol usage, perhaps that he's done, or perhaps how he just simply lived his life. He just would have done it differently. He wants you to know, Gemini, that we are, in fact, or that he is your soulmate. And particularly for those of you who have lost a lost love here, okay? He could be your lover that you lost. Next message. He wants you to know that he's surrounded by loving animals. Now, Gemini, some of you have lost animals here, all right? And he wants you to know that he is with those animals. I see cat, dogs, birds, and all sorts of animals surrounding him. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, he wants you to know that it was simply just his time to go. Okay? It was nothing that you could have done to make you, or he could have done to have that would have resulted in a different outcome. Okay? It was just his time. All right? So, Gemini, this is the reading that I have for you. I certainly hope that it resonates with you guys out there, and be sure to send me over your comments, and should anyone wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to purchase your reading there, or Gemini, you can send an email, all right, and I can certainly do a customized reading. Enjoy your day, as I look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks a lot for your time, and I certainly hope that you're enjoying your birthday.